Alright guys, so people have been doing 20.1 for the last 3 days. What we're going to be going through are just some considerations for you guys if you are repeating it, okay? If you're going to be doing this for the first time tomorrow, then just get ready for something that's going to be quite metabolic, something that's going to be challenging your aerobic system quite a lot, and just try and make sure that you are moving slow, okay? But this is for people who have already a reference point on the workout, so just a couple of tips. This is based off of how I would improve my score if I was going to repeat, and also what I've seen from my clients and from people that I've actually judged through the workout as well. So first off, start slower than you actually think you need to, and just avoid that drop off. A lot of people will just start out a little bit too quickly, whether that's going to be nervous energy or just basically just underestimating this workout. What we want to do is just make sure that we're hitting that first round and we're just setting the rhythm and setting the tone for the workout. So start slower than you actually think that you need to, okay? This is going to be good for you, obviously in terms of pacing, but I think more importantly, it's actually going to be better for you just mentally, so you can get an idea of, okay, this is the rhythm and the tempo that I'm going to be working at for the rest of this workout. Second one, rounds 5 to 8, okay, for those people who are pushing towards a finish on this, is where the workout is. You want to start off with just a slow cruise. You don't actually want to be paying attention really to the first 4 rounds. You want to just be going through it and just trying to stay relaxed and just sort of trying to find that comfort spot. Once you get to round 5, this is where things start to break down a little bit. This is where people start to rest a little bit too long. They're chalking up their hands when they don't necessarily need to be, and they're doing things like taking 10 to 20-second rests between transitions. We want to make sure that our focus and our energy, our mental energy, is going to be going through rounds 5 to 8. So you want to make sure that you are staying focused through that, and you're giving yourself actionable points in that workout, okay? Like literally very, very simple, clear self-talk, like as soon as I finish this burpee, I'm just going to do 1 clean and jerk just to get into the next movement, okay? This is where you have to be really diligent in your pacing, and you just have to make sure that you stay focused but somewhat relaxed through that as well, okay? Movement quality can break down. This workout, obviously you do want to make sure that you are upholding as best standards as possible and you're meeting the requirements, but for you to actually really push the pace towards those last rounds, the movement will break down. This is not necessarily how we want to train at all, but this is competition. This is your opportunity to try to sort of demonstrate your fitness as best as you can, your work capacity. So that is something that you can allow to happen. If you are really just trying to focus on great quality movement through the open, great, carry on doing that. But for those people who are looking to maximize your score, your movement quality can break down, okay? Your burpees can get a little bit floppy, you can look a little bit messy through your power snatch or through your clean and jerks, but essentially what we're looking to do is get as much work done as possible. But if you are a beginner and you are starting out and this is one of your first opens, I would recommend just trying to make sure that you uphold as best movement as possible so that you carry on doing this in the future. You should be able to pick up speed at the end, okay, in rounds 8, 9 and 10, but you shouldn't be able to sprint. If you're able to sprint that last set of burpees, that is usually showing that you just took a little bit too long a rest in those middle rounds. You should be able to pick up the speed and you should be able to quicken up the cycle time. This could look a little bit messy, but we're not looking for a sprint, okay? An actual sprint at the end is going to be for those people who are in the sort of the elite category and are really working at those higher paces and are used to this, or it's going to be for those people who are just essentially resting for too long. So you want to make sure that you are picking up the pace, but you don't have enough energy at the end to absolutely go balls out onto a sprint. Yep. In terms of goals with pacing, a lot of people start to create things like pacing charts and stuff like that for their repeat, and they have sort of, visual aids like on a whiteboard saying, okay, I need to hold this at this round and this at this round. My suggestion is, just because that can be quite mentally tiring and that can just give you too much to focus on and be quite overwhelming in the workout, take your fastest time, take your slowest time, create a range in the middle of those two, and then work within that range, okay? Some rounds you might have to pick it up, some rounds you might have to drop it down. But like I said, this workout is an aerobic workout, okay? If you check out my video before, I was just saying that you should be able to turn the dial up and down throughout this workout, and that's going to be where you guys can really maximize your score. And last point, yep. as soon as you finish one movement, okay, you have to do one repetition, at least as a minimum, of the next movement straight away, okay? If you are taking too long and you're resting too long, and what I mean by that is somewhere 5 seconds and beyond, then you need to make sure that you just get one rep done of the next exercise, and then that will set you into it, okay? Even if that means just doing a burpee, doing a single clean and jerk or a single power snatch, and then going into a structure which can be, say, 4 reps, then 3 reps, something along those lines. But if you go through the workout and you're using the sort of interval breaks between movements as a point to rest and a point to put your hands on your knees, then you will always rest longer than you actually need to. So what I recommend is just getting into the movement straight away. As soon as you drop the barbell down, guide it down, okay? And then at the same time, try to get yourself and flop down into that first burpee, all right? It's not necessarily going to be looking pretty throughout the workout, but you want to make sure that you'll get into that next movement as soon as you can, okay? So there's some points for you guys. Good luck on your repeats, and just make sure that you are starting off a little bit slower and you're just staying with the workout and keeping your focus on those middle rounds, okay? Good luck.